Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello my dear students, welcome back to First Commerce Accountancy online classes. Dear students, we are discussing about the concept of journal entries. So, in the previous classes I wrote the question on the board itself, but from 7th problem onwards I'll distribute or send the question through WhatsApp. Please write it down on the notes, and here I'll directly move to solve the question. So, question number 7. Question is like this: journalize the following transaction in the books of Guru Traders, and the transactions are, first one, usually 1/4/2019 business commenced with the cash rupees 50,000, building rupees 2 lakh, 5 lakh cash and 2 lakh in goods, in buildings. So we have to pass compound journal entry here. Already we solved many problems related to journal entry. So now we are able to say the journal entry for the commenced business with the cash and building. So the cash and building, this particular transactions affects more than two accounts, means more than two accounts are debited with the capital. Correct, right? So business commenced with the cash and building. How we can pass the journal entry for this? Here cash and buildings are two assets, two accounts comes under asset. Both are shows increased value. So as increases in asset is to be debited, along with the increase in assets our capital also shows increased value. Correct, right? So cash account debited. First we should write the debit aspect of a transaction. So cash, here two accounts are debited, one is cash, another one is building. Correct, right? So increases, first we should write the debit aspect in the first line, then we can write the credit aspect of a transaction. So mention date, fill the columns, date, particulars, LF, debit amount, credit amount. Heading, journal entries in the books of Guru Traders. Guru Traders. So first date 1/4/2019. 2019 business commenced with cash and building. Okay, so here two assets, means two accounts are debited. One is cash account debited, one more is building. Business commenced with building also. So buildings account debited to capital account. To capital account. Narration: business commenced with, or business started with, cash and building. Cash and buildings. Amount: 5 lakh cash, 2 lakh buildings. Total amount in the form of capital is rupees 7 lakh. So it is called as what? Compound journal entry, because here two accounts are debited. Two accounts are debited. That's why it is considered as, or it is called as, compound journal entry. And move to the next one: purchased goods for cash. Very simple. We can easily find out the two accounts which are involved in that particular transaction. Purchased goods for a cash. One is, they specifically mentioned that purchase on cash basis. So purchase account, another one is cash account. Purchase Here purchase is considered as expense, so increase in expense. One more, to purchase something we have to pay cash, so cash shows reduced value, comes under asset account. Now application of rules of debit and credit. Increases in expenses is to be debited and decreases in asset is to be credited. So debit aspect and credit aspect. We should write debit aspect in first line. So purchases account debited to cash account. Narration, how we can write narration here? Purchased goods for cash. Goods for cash. Date 3/4/19. Next one, purchased furniture from Anu Steels. Anu Steels, here they specifically mention the name of the seller. Then this transaction is considered as what? Credit transaction. Correct, right? If person name or if organization name comes in the transaction, then we should assume that transaction relates to credit transaction. Purchased furniture, they specifically mention what they purchased. Say for example, purchased machinery, purchased building, purchased land, or else purchased furniture. We should consider what they purchased, whether they purchased stationery or any other assets like that. So here they clearly mention they purchased furniture, that is on credit basis because they mention person name, that is what? Anu Steels Limited. So how we can write the entries? One account affected here is, that is what? Furniture, because they purchased furniture. And one more here considers creditor. We purchase means that organization purchased furniture on credit base. So creditors will come here. Who is creditor here? Anu Steels. Anu Steels Hubli. It is the creditor name. So creditor comes under liability, increase in liability. Furniture comes under asset, increase in asset. Now apply the rule. Increase in asset is to be debited, increases in liability is to be credited. Got it right? So increases in asset is debited, increases in liability is credited. Correct, right? According to that, we should pass the journal entry here. One is furniture account. What we purchased furniture. So furniture account debited to Anu Steels, because from Anu Steels we purchased goods. So this particular organization is considered as creditor for this Guru Traders organization. So Anu Steels account. So here narration, how we can write narration? Furniture purchased on credit basis. Clear? So mention the date 5/4/19. 5/4/19. We should write the amount also. Purchases here 1 lakh. And furniture purchased for 10,000. That's a continuation. Continuation of the same problem. Next one, 7/4/19. Commission received in advance. Commission is income for the organization, but if an organization received income, any income, maybe interest or rent or any other income received in advance, then it is considered as liability for the organization. So how we can treat this commission received in advance, whether we can treat or we can consider that transaction is liability or it is an income. We should consider both. Commission received in advance, it is referred as unearned income for the organization. Unearned income. But here we can consider this as what? Liability. So commission received. Commission means commission increases, revenue increases in the form of commission, and along with the increase in revenue for the organization, in the organization context, its liability also shows increased value. So here two accounts are affected. One is commission, another one is commission received in advance. Why? Because commission is considered as revenue for the organization. Next year's revenue we received in this, or in the next month revenue we received in this month, then it is considered as advance receipt of income. Advance receipt of income. But this commission received in advance, it is credited in the organization because it is considered as liability. How we can treat this? Increase in liability is to be credited. So here what are the two accounts are affected? One is commission, one more is commission received in advance. Increase in a revenue is to be debited. Increase in revenue. Here commission account. Okay. So commission, mention the date 7/4/19. Commission account debited, commission received account debited to commission received in advance account. Commission received in advance. Amount 5,000. 5,000. And next one is depreciation charged on building. What is the meaning of depreciation? Depreciation means deduction in the value of fixed asset. At the end of year, each and every organization should calculate depreciation on each asset. Say for example, furniture, machinery or buildings, whatever it may be, they need to calculate depreciation at the fixed percentage. So depreciation means what? It is a reduction in the value of fixed asset. It is expense for the organization. Depreciation is considered as expense for the organization. So increase in expenses. Here what are the two accounts? One is depreciation, one more is buildings. Buildings, because here buildings value reducing. Buildings value is reducing. So here two accounts are applicable. One is depreciation, another one is buildings. So building comes under asset account. Decrease in asset is to be credited. Increases in expenses is to be debited. We should write debit aspect in the first line. So depreciation account. So depreciation account debited to buildings account. Increases in expenses, depreciation comes under expense. Buildings, decrease in asset. So depreciation charged on building. Charged on buildings. Amount 20,000. 20,000. Close the journal entry. Mention the date 8/4/2019. And next one 10/4/19. Purchased goods from Jagadish. purchased goods from Jagadish. Person name is mentioned, purchased goods. So purchases account debited to Jagadish account. Purchases account debited to Jagadish account. Goods purchased on credit. Purchased on credit. Because Guru Traders purchased some goods from Jagadish, that is on credit base. Credit base, we have to pay some amounts, means Guru Traders have to pay this amount in the near future. Okay, so purchases account debited, one account is purchases, increased in expenses, and one more is Jagadish. Who is he here? For the Guru Traders, Jagadish is considered as creditors of the organization. So purchases account debited to Jagadish account, amount 5,000. 5,000. So, and the next one is 13.4, sold goods rupees 10,000. Sold goods, we can easily find out the two accounts involved in that particular transaction. Sold goods, sale and cash. Here there is goods or goods sold on cash or credit is not mentioned in the transaction, then we should assume that transaction is cash transaction. So sold goods, two accounts, one is sale, another one is cash. Cash shows, when revenue increases, our cash also shows increased value. So cash increases along with the revenue also shows increased value. So increases in asset is to be debited. Which asset is increased here? Shows increasing value. Here cash shows increased value. So cash account debited to sales account. Goods sold, amount 10,000. 10,000. Guru Traders sold goods on cash basis. At that time cash shows increased value and sales is considered as revenue. Revenue shows increased value. Apply the rule, increases in asset is to be debited, increases in revenue is to be credited. This one is debit aspect and this is credit aspect of a transaction. Mention the date first, 13/4/19, and the last one paid to Jagadish. On 15/4/19, Guru Traders paid cash to Jagadish, because on 10/4/19 Guru Traders purchased some goods from Jagadish. So at that time it is considered as a liability for the organization, means increase in creditors. But after few days Guru Traders paying the same amount to Jagadish, so decreases in liability. How we can write decreases in liability? How we can find the two accounts which are involved in that particular transaction? Paid to Jagadish, paid in the form of cash to Jagadish. So cash shows reduced value along with the Jagadish. Jagadish is considered as creditors for the organization. Initially Jagadish is considered as creditor. So now here increase in creditor, but here decrease in creditor. Decrease in creditor is to be, here this account is credited, now it is to be debited. So decreases in creditor is to be debited and decrease in asset is to be credited. So Jagadish account debited to cash account. To pay Jagadish, Guru Traders have to pay some cash, rupees 5,000. We purchase, means Guru Traders purchased goods worth rupees 5,000 from Jagadish. Now the same amount 5,000 is paying to Jagadish. So cash shows reduced value. Jagadish creditors actually now decrease in liability is to be debited, decrease in asset is to be credited. In bracket we have to write like this, paid to Jagadish. Paid to Jagadish rupees 5,000. So the first one is cash account debited, buildings account debited to capital account, because commenced business with the cash and buildings, it is called as compound journal entry. And purchase goods purchased for cash, cash shows reduced value, expense shows increased value, so purchases account debited to cash account. Furniture purchased from Anu Steels, person or organization's name is mentioned in the transaction, then we should consider that transaction as credit transaction, then we should write the person name instead of writing cash. So furniture account debited to Anu Steels account. And next one is commission received in advance, it is considered as liability. Commission received, increase in liability is to be credited, so commission received account debited to commission received in advance account. And the next one is depreciation charged on building. Here depreciation is considered as expense for the organization. Why? Because depreciation means deduction in the value of fixed asset. So fixed asset value is reducing, that's why reduction means decrease in asset is to be credited, increase in expense is to be debited. Here depreciation is considered as expense, so we debited. So depreciation account debited to buildings account. And the next one is purchased goods from Jagadish. Jagadish is considered as creditor for the organization. Increase in creditors is to be increase in creditor is to be credited, increase in expenses is to be debited. So purchases account debited to Jagadish account. And one more here is goods sold on cash basis. Cash increases along with revenue also shows increased value. So cash account debited to sales account. Next one is paid to Jagadish. Here Jagadish account, actually we considered Jagadish as creditor. Now that creditor shows completely reduced value, means decreases in liability is to be debited to cash account. A decrease in asset is to be credited. So Jagadish to cash. And the final step is totaling. So total 8,55,000. Credit amount column must equal to debit amount column. Like this, 5 lakh plus 2 lakh, 10,000, 10,000, 1 lakh, 10,000, 5,000, 20,000, 5,000, 10 and 5. And you need to calculate this credit amount column also, but it must shows equal value. Thank you for watching this video.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.